What's going on? It's your boy Icy Jonez with Hot Seat with Icy Jonez right here on Room Service Radio. You already know what it is, man. Every Friday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. I'm getting it in. Man, I'm excited, man. It's another beautiful weekend. Start off Friday. Got Deacon T in the building.
Hey.
Deacon T's Hot Topics every time. You already know what it is. Do not forget to watch him on Sundays, 10 a.m. right here on Room Service Radio, man. Did you enjoy your first show?
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
You know, it was awesome because I didn't have to play with all the audio video myself. I had my man Triv, the master of all things up and down audio video.
Straight up.
So your boy didn't have to try to get the mic set, try to get the volume right. You know what I mean? Then it go off. Then people be messaging me, your volume ain't good. I'm like, I'm trying to say the word. I ain't the audio video guy.
Right.
I'm challenged.
Right.
but instead,
I'm just AV challenged, man.
Yeah, I am, man. You got to know your limitations.
Yeah.
You know, they say stay in your lane.
Right.
The audio video thing ain't my lane. And but I had to do it. But hey, we're here. It's fantastic. All kidding aside, Room Service Radio, wonderful place, wonderful people, helpful, friendly, want to do it right. So if you're not a regular listener of Room Service Radio, you should. That'd be www.roomserviceradio.com.
Easy.
They're playing some great music in there. I listen to it. I get it on put it in my phone and then Bluetooth it in my car. Mm-hmm. I listen to it all the time. And then they got some really cool programming as well, you know.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. And man, I'm just thankful for Triv myself. Me and Triv go way back, so I was excited to know that he was back there doing his thing. You know what I mean? And I know I could trust him with it. You know what I'm saying? AV is not my thing either, audio visual. I tried to shoot some videos. I got a couple of videos I shot, but never edited. And of course, I don't engineer. I can hit that record button real easy. But I'm not doing no levels and all that cutting and all that other stuff, man. So I want everybody to know my special guest, Preach. He's not feeling well. So, you know, it was best for him not to come to the station today. And so I need all my prayer warriors to lift him up. So we can reschedule his interview. I do have Hip Hop with Lou. I got Lucynthia coming through for show. She'll be here coming up soon. And yeah, man, that's where we at, man. I want to play this drop, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play my album for everybody. I'm gonna play God Got My Back. It is currently on my website, only streaming on icyjones.com. And so yeah, that's where you can find the album. CampButGod.com is where everything is at. You know what I mean? If you want to get the shirt I got on, you know, beanie, hoodies, all that good stuff, you go to my website.
Good quality merch. I'll tell you that. I got some of it, and it ain't that like cheap T-shirt thing. You wash it once and got to give it to your 8-year-old to wear. You know, it ain't like that.
Right. I appreciate that, man. And so I want to give a shout out to the Alpha Kappa Alphas. The ladies, the sorority, for supporting. You know, I appreciate that.
Amen.
They got some pink and green V-necks coming.
Sister Kim Moore, hello.
Yay, you feel me? So we finally got it. Man, it's hard. I say, when you try to deal with your people, your folks, and you trying to get in money, you trying to bless them, you trying to promote their business, and sometimes it just goes left. And then I've been trying, and even print my own stuff sometimes just to get it through. But I don't think people know the behind the scenes on merch. You know what I mean? It's really a tough thing to do until you finally get to smooth sailing. So
it seems so easy.
Oh man!
Hey, dude, print me some T-shirts. You in the T-shirt business? Oh yeah, man. Well, give me half the money up front. Okay, here, half the money. Mm-hmm. This is a true story, by the way. I won't tell you, but I will.
Yeah.
So he said, hey, yeah, here, half the money. 3 months later, bro, where are my T-shirts? Yeah, well, see, my Uncle Freddie's cousin Willie, he took my ink. And so then I went and bought more ink with your money. But then my sister's brother-in-law's cousin Herman, he done took my shirts. And I'll get back to you.
This is all
and like
real.
6 months after that, where are my shirts?
Right.
Oh man, you would think it'd be easy, but it isn't.
It ain't.
And God bless my man IC, because he really tries to put the money back in the community. And sometimes it's difficult when you're dealing with small business people who mean well, but they struggle to perform.
Yeah.
And then IC's clients, in this case, one of them, my wife, calling him every week going, where are my T-shirts? Talking like she Darth Vader and stuff.
It's real, man.
It is real.
I'm trying to learn how to do it myself, and when you learn it, you can't sell that stuff that you're trying to learn how to do yourself.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
And so
It has to
I
be
still
professional.
have to go through the professionals, and so I finally found a nice little sweet spot, and we're gonna keep it rolling like that. We're gonna keep
Cool.
it rolling with them. And so, man, I got Lucynthia in the building. She has showed up.
Hey.
So it looks
I
like
seen her out there.
after this happens, then I'll play y'all my music. You feel me? Because I got a 40-minute album. You know what I'm saying? And
Cool.
I was gonna run the album until she got here. But guess what? She said I'm on my way, and she got here. You feel me? So Lucynthia, come on and get in this seat, girl. Come on in here, girl. Yeah, man. And I do want to give my shout out to Preach. He gave me a drop.
to see you.
Let me play this drop from my homeboy Preach.
Yeah, and I'm glad Preach didn't come too.
Yo, this Preach.
If you sick,
Preach
stay
Music and
home.
Preach Music Studios.
No, everybody.
Listening to Hot
If you don't
Seat.
feel well,
Icy Jones,
stay in your
Room
spot.
Service Rep.
Triv, turn up the volume for me real quick so we can hear Preach in his drop. The music volume, yep.
Yo, this Preach from Preach Music and Preach Music Studios. You listening to Hot Seat with Icy Jones and Room Service Radio. Let's get it.
Let's get it. So if you want to send your boy Icy Jones a drop, like you just heard, what's happening? It's your boy such and such or your girl such and such. You're listening to Hot Seat with Icy Jones on Room Service Radio. You can submit that to hotseatwithicyjones@gmail.com. Rock with me, man. Let's get it popping. And we gonna rock with my homegirl. We got Lucynthia in the building. I like to say hip hop with Lou. You feel me?
That works.
That works. That works. And man, so look, Deacon T, this is Lucynthia. Lucynthia, this is
Hello.
Deacon T.
How you
nice to
doing?
officially meet you. I'm great.
Absolutely. And
Looking
so,
all smiley and happy.
thanks. I was
Like
trying to
you
hide
looking like you
it.
glad to be
Don't
here.
even say it.
Yeah, go ahead. Come on now.
zoom in on this
Yeah,
zit on
child,
my
you got to
face.
smile like
Okay.
you advertising for toothpaste.
For real though. I think that's
Yeah.
what's so I guess the magnetic field, because her smile, like it's just like I'm warm, I'm lighthearted, I'm easygoing, and I need y'all to rock with this funniness I got. You know what I'm saying? But also, I've never seen anybody's reviews like hers. Ever.
Oh, thanks.
Her reviews are like me and my cousin sitting in the living room or the den at grandma's house
All right.
talking about our music, like hip hop, our culture. And like you by yourself though.
I know, right? That's it.
It's like
I just have too much fun by myself.
I got 3 cousins that remind me of that one conversation you having with us. You feel me? With this
so
music.
funny.
And it just brought me back like, man, I gotta tap in with that. And so I look back at our DMs and I seen I first tapped in with you like August 2019. And it was from Tatum Swag. So Tatum Swag is the homeboy Charles, like little cousin.
Okay.
And so I was tapped in with him, and then you did a review on him. And I was like, okay, let me check this out. And your energy instantly drawn me to hit the follow button. Because, I could check out an artist's review on somebody else's page and not necessarily follow
Yeah.
them, right?
Yeah.
But I had to hit the follow button and inbox you and let you know what's happening. You feel me?
Love. I appreciate you.
And so how long has Hip Hop with Lou been established?
I'm gonna say, dang, it's like 2021. I'm gonna say like 3 years now. Yeah, like 3 years.
2018?
Yep.
Yeah.
When I was just on my phone in my bedroom, like, oh, let me just put on some hip hop music, because I've always loved hip hop, but as far as like really turning it into a show and being consistent, I don't think I've really gone this hard until like 2020, when I was like, okay, let's really do it. But like it's just always been something I played around with on YouTube.
2020.
So
Hold on. We're not going to play this
like 2019, 2020, somewhere up there.
game with you.
I was about to pull it down too.
I'm like, it's like a skyscraper right now. What we doing? So, Hip Hop with Lou 2018. Now, was it already Hip Hop with Lou? You already had that in your mind, or you just like, let me just do some reviews and then it'll grow from there?
No, I've always called it hip hop with Lou. It really started on Snapchat.
Snapchat.
And then people were like, because I would just play my favorite hip hop songs, and then I'd be like, okay, but this bar means this, blah, blah, blah. So like my old Snapchat, people was like, oh my God, that really helps. Like, I never understood this song. So then I was like, what can I call this? And then I started calling it Hip Hop with Lou on Snapchat. And then I brought it over to YouTube like 2018. Low quality, all kind of, but we all got to start somewhere.
We do.
But
mine? Okay, my bad. All right, cool. My hair is rubbing on the mic. Look at that lovely lock.
I ain't got that problem.
So when we go back, right, I started on YouTube, right, with But God TV. And what I was doing was I was interviewing people with their testimony, like people who was dead and they're alive. You know what I'm saying?
And I watched a show about
Amen.
that too. It was like, shit, that's
Right?
real.
One of the ones I remember all of them, but one that sticks out is that dude was shot 12 gauge, right? And he was like dead on arrival. And then he's alive today. You know what I'm saying? He was 16 years old. And so he fought for his life and he's alive today. And I couldn't believe it. And it's a true story. You know what I'm saying? Other people beat cancer. They was like on their way out the door and they fought it on back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People was in the streets and then they became gospel rappers. You know what I mean? Things like that. So I didn't understand the growth and stuff of YouTube because it take forever.
Oh my God.
It's like a snail growth.
YouTube is a different beast. Like, I mean, I can't remember who I heard say this, but it was like, you can get somebody to follow you on Instagram, but getting somebody to subscribe to your YouTube channel is a different type of beast. It's like, holy.
Yeah, do your thing. Okay.
Why is that? Why is that?
Somebody could let me know. I'd love to answer to that.
I don't know.
One person, one team, Code 7. I appreciate their grind.
Yeah.
In 12 months, he got 1,000 subscribers.
That's beautiful.
Right? Every time he got 100 subscribers, he went live. Still to this day, and they grew from 0 to 1,000.
And that's like huge. Like, I don't think people understand how huge that is. Like, in a year to hit 1,000. I have had my YouTube account for like 8 years. You understand what I'm saying? I have fucking 395 subscribers.
Tell
and
me
it's
about
like, for them to hit 1,000 in a year, that is
it's
a
impeccable.
beautiful thing.
It is.
Like, and it's not easy, but it just.
I think there's a bias. Truly, I think people think, IG, because people have that microwave mindset.
Yeah.
People think you can get a frozen turkey and have Thanksgiving 3 hours later, right? So they live their life like that.
Right.
And in the mind, it says, I'm going to pop in and see IC. It's not a commitment if I'm on IG. I'm just in and I'm out. I got my but God moment. I'm out of here.
Right.
YouTube, that sounds like a 30-minute TV show or something.
Yeah.
It's a video.
It's a commitment.
It's a commitment.
And their subscription and their viewership helps us get a check. Instagram could do that, but we know we can just do it on YouTube. So once
And get a big check.
And get a big check.
Big check.
So I was like, you know what? I already got 5,000 friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
And Facebook had just got the live. You remember back in the day when they first went live and you could do live and everybody was just doing crazy stuff like right.
I'm just go live because I can.
Because I can.
Yeah.
Right.
I said, nah, I'm gonna do my interviews like this. And shout out to LaVon Kennedy for giving me the idea for Hot Seat with Icy Jones. You feel me? And from there I was just pulling up on people, just interviewing them. You know what I mean? And then got some radio energy, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when I jumped into radio. So for me, it's been like 2 years. So for you, when I'm looking at Facebook,
My Facebook is trash.
that's what I'm asking. When did you get away from Facebook?
Well, see, okay, so there was so there was a point in time where I had no social media because I really just had to just cleanse and reset myself spiritually and just get reconnected.
Okay.
So I definitely wasn't in this space that I am in now.
Okay.
So I think that was probably the beginning of 2019. I think that's when I really hit a different transition and I was like, okay, let's go. So I deleted my Facebook, came back to Instagram with a whole new mindset. So this new Facebook that I have is, it's newer, but not really anymore. But see, for me, I feel like with Facebook, it's more family on there. And it just shows you how many people you actually know that won't support you versus Instagram that are filled with strangers. You know what I'm saying? And they rock with me. So it's sometimes I take Facebook a little more personal because this is literally my family on here. You know what I'm saying? But Facebook is also one of those things where anyone will add you on Facebook, but they won't follow you on Instagram because it's it's like this mindset, like, okay, if I add you on Facebook, like you can see me and I can see you. And I don't know, it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like people are hesitant to subscribe to your YouTube or follow you on the platforms that matter. Not saying Facebook doesn't, but like Facebook is kind of somewhere where everybody can voice their opinion.
Right.
When they shouldn't all the time. So
do you subscribe to the theory that Facebook is old people stuff? That Facebook is not millennial? Like my children are like, I'm on Facebook but they're not really on Facebook. They do IG, TikTok.
But see,
they
like
do all
older
that.
people are all over TikTok too. So
I don't. By the way, and most of them shouldn't be.
They like make it viral though. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah. Grandpa does something crazy.
I'm telling you, they go like straight up. I don't know.
I don't subscribe to that. People say it.
I don't. Yeah,
people do say that.
Because I see
Facebook,
all kinds of people, like young people. I don't know.
It has taken me this far. And like now I'm going onto the Instagram train.
Right.
I got like 4 YouTubes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking like, all right, I need one for Hot Seat with Icy Jones. I need one for Icy Jones, the musician. I need
just all in one.
All
you need is different playlists.
You feel me? But I'm learning that through Skinny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he the man right now for me. Like, I don't... Yeah, I know a lot of people with YouTube, but me and him have this personal relationship where he's like, bro, like, you know what I mean?
You watch
Shout out to Skinny.
You know?
Yes.
And
7.
He's not...
Yes.
And YouTube, you have to be careful, too, because there are so many different tricks. You get what I'm saying? Like, you see these videos and, like, the back end, there are so many ways people can finesse their numbers and make it seem a certain way.
I remember that back in the day.
Saying?
It was buying them.
And it's bigger now, though, but it's bigger now, and they kind of can hide it a little more because now you have, like, the fake comments that'll come and kind of balance out the engagement. So you have to be careful with stuff like that, so you don't know what to trust, but, like, that's why looking up to someone like Skinny, like, we're seeing it. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing the organic growth. We're seeing the people, like, value his opinion. Like,
yes.
We're seeing them set goals and reach them. So those are always people, whether it's like 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever number it is, like when you see that organic growth, like that's what people need. And it really doesn't matter about the number. It's like the grind that we get to watch.
It is. Did you see about what Spotify did to all the fake streams?
Don't tell me about it. They deleted all the music?
Yes. So you seen the article?
Wait, so
a headline or something?
Wait, so is something going on with Apple right now with that too? Because a lot of my music has disappeared off my playlist. Probably.
So if they paid for streams through a third party streaming service or whatever, they taking you down. They taking you down.
Man, people just get it off the muscle.
Just get it authentic.
Like, it's literally, I know it's frustrating, but
it is.
It's gonna backfire. Like when Instagram did that and all these fake accounts and stuff. And first of all, that's a whole nother thing. If you are on Instagram and you have all these fake followers, you go to your page and it's like 70K, and then you go to your post and it's like 10 people like the post.
Yes.
Like, bro, it's obvious. It's like, it makes me not even trust your character to network with you, because that shows me you will do anything for a number, and that's not what it's about. You just have to grind and you got to be consistent. That's really what it's all about. Just keep pushing.
For everybody who's wondering, Icy Jones has been in the gospel rap music industry for 10 years. The winter of this year, 2021, will be 11. So I started in 2010, right? And I have built my brand and built my name and regional and local and all that good stuff, bro. Don't do anything to boost anything. Like, I got it out the trunk. I got it out the backpack. You feel me?
That's another point.
We talking about 50 people in a room just to see me. And if you do the math on whatever you charging, you good.
Yeah.
So you ain't got to worry about 5,000 or 50,000. You know what I'm saying? Just, it's the slow grind. Yeah. And also partnering with people. I see you getting it in today. You rocking with Tay and Tobias and all kind of people.
It's all about, look, I'm always open to work with anybody that's chasing a dream. You know, like, we all got a dream, and as long as you're fully in, you fully committed, you got my support. And if there's anything I could do to help you, that's what I'm here for. Because literally, this is bigger than me. It's not just about me.
This woman rocks some of everybody's merch.
We in City shirt on today. I was gonna wear my Buckeye shirt, but it's not clean. It's not clean.
It's not clean.
I gotta get you a Modern Word shirt.
Yeah.
But you support everybody,
that's what it's about.
And that's cool.
Do you have a job, like a regular 9 to 5?
This is my job. I just grind every day.
Wow. Look at Lou.
Beginning of this year.
Look at Lou.
I was like, let's do it. Cause you know, I never gave it my all because my job was my safety.
Yeah.
I wouldn't encourage anybody to do it the way I did because everybody has a different story and, you know, people have shit to do. But just for me personally, I had to make this commitment to God. Like, I had to show God, like, okay, I fully trust you. I am in. And I know that the only way I'm going to receive my blessings is by me fully committing to you. And this is how I have to do that. So.
Did you lost your job during COVID or did you quit?
I quit before.
You quit?
It's crazy. Like a week before.
Wow.
It's crazy how it worked, man. It was so crazy. I'm like, whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say that on here, but yeah, you know.
It's all love.
A week before it all happened, like literally my job that I was at shut down like a week after. I was like, that's crazy.
You in the hot seat with Icy Jones, so some questions.
Right now.
Yeah, you feel me? You feel me? So I'm gonna ask questions that I don't know. Maybe you've answered them before on another show.
Okay.
But so where are you born and raised?
Las Vegas.
You are born and raised in Las Vegas.
In my home. Yep.
Wow, that's nice. For whatever reason, I thought you was from California, Southern California.
Everybody thinks
You know why though?
like, what is it?
It's the music, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of Southern California artists that you love,
Yeah, I do.
right? And so some of your style is that too,
Yeah.
like dress or
Yeah.
different things.
Probably
So
my past life, I was from California.
probably my past life,
You
right?
got a little swag.
So you had mom and pops,
Nope, just my mom.
just moms, and
Whoever know my daddy is sending my way. No, I'm just playing.
so
wasn't me.
And then you stupid, and then you got siblings,
Yes, I have 3 little brothers.
little brothers. So you
Yeah.
the big sister.
I'm the big sister. You know what I'm saying?
Did you play like mama, auntie, sister type?
Yeah, I'm like mama sister. Yeah. It's my role.
And with that, man, did y'all grow up listening to hip hop together? Like, did you put your brothers on, or did y'all have those conversations?
We all just love it. Like my brother, everybody know him as Big Dog Black. I was just going to say his government name, but you know he does music now too. But like even my little brothers, like they literally just sit on YouTube and like listen to music. I guess it's just something you kind of like love. You know, growing up, you always heard your parents play like the old school music or whatever. But I know we just all kind of love music.
Hip hop is ours. Like that's
No facts.
Yeah.
And like I love spending time with my younger brothers because they always put me on to new artists. Because sometimes I could get comfortable with listening to like my favorite artist and nobody else, you know. But you know, they keep me going. Like my youngest brother, he loves Chicago drill rap. I'm like, this is kind of disturbing.
It is.
You love this a little too much.
It is.
We might need to take you to get some help. But you know, like you got to, it keeps you young, you know, staying connected to the youth because people don't understand. Like it's really powerful. Like you gotta see what they're up to because it keeps you aware and it keeps you ahead of the game, especially like us, for example, being in entertainment. Like we kind of gotta stay hip to this stuff, even if we don't want to.
You better.
That's what we sign up for. So
You better.
Hey,
I can't be rapping like it's 1996.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You know, you gotta keep it fresh. You gotta stay connected with the people.
Absolutely. And so right now, who are you listening to? Who's in your playlist?
Like, oh my God, I have so many people. In my
Okay,
playlist.
give me 5.
5 right now.
And
okay,
one
so-
singer.
Oh, one singer? Okay. God, okay, I got like a million names running through my head. Okay, so lately I've been listening, with the weather, I've been listening to the Diplomats' recent album.
Okay.
I've been listening to Drake on my playlist right now.
Okay.
One singer, you know what? The point guard from Victor Oladipo, the Pacers point guard.
Okay.
He's actually an amazing Oladipo. He's an amazing singer. Like literally amazing. Like if nobody has ever checked out his album, please go listen to it.
Okay. You got 2 more.
I got 2 more. I got so many people. I got Compton, Ask TG.
Yeah.
TG.
Yeah.
And I kept Mozzie on repeat too.
Okay. I like all of them.
I got a lot of people on my playlist though. That's just
You
such a
like
hard
gangster
question.
rap too, though.
I do. But see, no, people think
It's
that's
a
all I listen
difference.
to. I listen to all kinds of rap.
I know.
But
I know.
I just,
I
when
know.
I gotta get activated, I gotta,
When I gotta get activated.
you know what I'm saying? People would try you out here. I gotta.
It's a big difference, though. I won't say big, but it's a difference between drill rap and gangster rap.
It is.
I won't say big, but can you give me like 3?
I think
differences?
drill rap is just like literally that drill, like that shit just drills in your mind. It's like every bar. Like sometimes in gangster rap, you could. Sometimes it's
You can
like
finesse it.
it's their you can finesse it and it's their life message. Like like Mozzie, he's considered gangster rap, right? But if you listen to a lot of his words, there's some spiritual messages that you can take from that.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, not saying like drill rap isn't their life story, but sometimes it's a little OD on there, so you could drill it and make the bar sound a little overly aggressive versus just it being your true life story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, gangster rap or not, because I feel like that's the thing where people feel like they all have to sound like that. And I'm just a fan of people that rap from a real place at the end of the day, whether it's gangster rap, what people call conscious rap. And I don't know why people are so against conscious rap. Because I feel like if you're against conscious rap, it's just because you're not mentally smart enough to grasp what they're discussing. Because it wouldn't make any sense to me why you wouldn't enjoy music with a message behind it.
Well, now everybody's on demon time now. You know?
Exactly.
So I'm on angel time. I don't know about the demon
It's all about that. See, but me, like, I don't listen to, like, Meg Thee Stallion and City Girl.
Yeah.
I can't. I'd be like, ooh, turn that off.
Really?
No, and no shade. Like,
No, none.
Everybody
none.
wins.
It's your opinion.
I can't, like, I'd be like, ooh, this is too much. Like, this too
You
much.
can't deal with them city girls and all that.
Nah, like, I like female rappers like Shauna, like Nicki, you know? Like, you gotta rap hard. Like, I like that. If it's just all about your vagina and scamming and robbing, I don't want to hear that all
Playing
day.
tricks.
But it just depends on you as a person, I guess.
It does.
I listen to everything though. My playlist is really wild. Like, you'll go from like JID to like Dipset to like Memphis Bleak or something, then go back to like Young and May. Like, it's just all over the place.
Young and May.
It's so underrated. Like,
Yes.
so underrated.
But she's so rich from independent grinding. Like
Yeah.
her grind of the independent, like so she don't need, that's what I'm talking about, the paying for growth and paying for all this. Like, she got out the mud, she got that single popping, and then that was that. Like, that's all I needed to now touch my fans. Like, my people gonna tap in.
All you need is a following.
Yes.
Especially as an artist, that's all you need is a group of people to say, I am a fan of your music, and they're gonna, whatever merch you drop, whatever show you do, like, you literally don't need like these record labels anymore. And that's the most beautiful thing about, and not even just music, but in anything you want to do. Like, we have social media.
Yeah.
We can literally press send and send ourselves to the world. You get what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, can you go live for me on your page?
My phone about to die, but we can.
Okay. So look, when did the skits come into play? And I'm gonna tell you my character. You know, I think I told you already. My favorite character.
Ball guy. Everybody loves the
Cause he a nigga. You got him being a cold nigga.
Hey, people don't know. Like, I'm really good at playing men characters. Like, I think those are some of my favorite characters to play.
You got the brothers. That's why I was like, is any of that a little bit of your brothers or your big brother? I mean, you know, your big little brother.
I have a lot of masculine energy.
Okay.
But I'm really good at studying people. Like, I've always been good at that. Like, when I was little, I used to always have to like, get up, do this. Like, I would just have to study you for maybe an hour or so, and I would be able to embody your spirit. So that's something, like, I always thought I was a weird kid, but like, now that I'm walking into my purpose, I understand it.
Yes.
So that's just always been something, like, I could just study you.
Yes.
And then I'll be like, okay, you move like this, you do that. So if I'm trying to act like a guy, I'll just study any guy. It doesn't even have to be my brother. So I could just study like a man.
Okay.
And then do it.
I like your Nicki vibes. When you shaking your head and moving the hair
love
to your head.
Oh, I didn't even go live. Hold on. Wait,
So-
I don't want to hear you go live. I got this big old zit on my face.
Oh, look at her. Look at her. Yeah, that's all good. Thank you. So I need y'all to follow Lucynthia. Oh, that's what I wanted to know. Where does name Lucynthia come from? Your mama ever tell you it's like
It's after my grandmother. Her name is Lucinda, but you know,
Wow.
she kind of put her own little drip on there.
That's-
Yeah.
So how was that growing up? Like
It was really my last name that was the problem. My last name is Gravely. So
Gravely.
people would always say Gravy, and I'd be like, I'll whoop your ass.
stop playing with me.
But yeah. It
So-
was easy. Nobody could ever pronounce my name. I'm like, it's really not as hard as it sounds.
It's not.
Like, if you just take the time to look at all the letters. But you know, some people get intimidated when they see a long name. Like, oh.
Okay.
I'm like, it's literally just Lou and then Cynthia.
Right. How many letters is that?
9.
9 letters.
Yeah. It's only hard if you got to write it in cursive. But
Yeah, they don't write in cursive no more.
right. That's why we looking at my mama like, you made me learn how to write my name in cursive and nobody use it. But
What high school you went to out here?
El Dorado.
El Dorado. East Side.
Eastside.
How was that? How was your high school years?
It was cool.
Were you always like
I was an athlete. I had my
athlete.
sisters. It was really cool.
what sport?
I played basketball, volleyball, and then I did triple jump in track. I tried to run the 4x1 once, but I didn't really
Volleyball.
like it. But I did love volleyball.
Do you get out there now in the sand at these parks and play, or you
No.
don't play nothing no more?
You know what? I did a skit and like my knee is like not the same. It's
Okay.
so funny.
Okay.
It's kind of making me
So
sad.
you ain't doing the Busted Challenge.
I did do the busted challenge.
How's your knee?
Barely made it. I move a little different now when I be busting it open. But I used to be really athletic. I love sports too. So
Yeah.
I was that girl. I wasn't a girly girl in high school. I just played sports, hung out with my best friends who are my sisters now. Went home.
So you still cool with them today?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know exactly how old you are.
29.
29.
Yeah.
You gonna be 30 this year?
February 19th.
Hey, come on, welcome to the 30 Club.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey guys. Hey everybody that's in here.
We on Hot Seat with Icy Jones, man. Room Service
Gang,
Radio.
gang, gang,
We
gang.
here every Friday, 12 to 2.
You got me on live. I am so
Yeah.
uncomfortable on live.
I know, like, I'll go live with you. How about that? Let me go live with you. I mean, no, I got my show.
It's
I can't go
okay.
live
I'm
with
just
you.
I have to get over whatever this is, I guess.
But
I
we
don't know.
both got to go live more. I don't go live at all.
I don't like going live. I be trying. It's just so like, oh God, it's just live. I don't know.
So do me a favor. Give us 5 tips on being an entrepreneur now and in entertainment.
You need to have great energy. You need to have self-discipline. You need to have faith because I should have said that first. You need to have faith because if you don't have that in whatever you believe in, it ain't gonna work. I said discipline. You need to have consistency. And really, at the end of the day, you have to say, fuck everybody else's opinion. And even if you're the only person that sees your vision, you got to just stay within that.
100. Thank you for reviewing my song, Jesus Rose. You broke down those bars. You broke them down better than me. That's what I
That's what
wanted
it's
people to
about,
know.
man.
Like, when people review or do your bars or your lyrics, sometimes they find a bar that you said that only had one entendre, so to speak. You gave me you was like, hey, y'all, remember a New Edition went, and I was like, dang.
That's why I get so excited. Like, that's why it's like, people don't understand. Like, I don't just want to give you a reaction where I just play it and I'm like, oh, like, that's cool. Like, I literally want to go through your music and I replay it over and over. And I'm like, you know, if I could catch every bar, I would, but I'd be there all day. But like, it's just like I try to tap into the mind of an artist because what you guys do is not easy. So I always try to make sure that I point that out to people. Like, when you guys put these words together on a beat, it's really not easy. You get what I'm saying? People think you could just pick up a pen and write. Like, I try it because when I'm like doing funny stuff, it's not easy. And you actually have to be intelligent to be a great artist. You know, you have to know you have to have a nice size vocabulary. You know, you got to read books. You have to do that stuff to do these clever metaphors. And like, so when you guys do that, that's what it's all about. That's what Hip Hop Baloo is all about. And that's why I just try to always keep it positive because I just want to shine light on what any artist does in this music.
That's broadening and heightening. You know what I'm saying? I feel that. I was going to say, how come you never rapped?
I'm not a rapper.
You're not a rapper?
I'm not a rapper. I could try to rap, but
You could try.
nah, it's just, I don't know. Maybe I'll drop like a comedy mixtape.
But it's not in your, like, that's not something you ever.
Yeah, no, I've never had. I like have a joke like, oh, I want to be a rapper when I grow up, but it's not like something I would ever.
It's not for real. No.
Yeah, no.
So you
Unless I
really
would be
admire
Nicki.
Nicki?
If I could be a combination of like Nicki Minaj and like DMX and like Mystical and
DMX.
like give me like a sprinkle of Dipset on my
DMX
swag.
without the
Like, I don't know. I would just have
DMX
to be so
without the
many
cocaine.
rappers. No, I need both
Old
DMX. All
DMX.
that.
I need all
Oh,
I need
DMX.
all that DMX energy. The
DMX.
barking, all that.
DMX, my boy.
And then I'm going to end it with the prayers and all that. Like,
Right.
DMX is a deep dude.
Yes. How long have you been like God fearing? How long have you had a relationship with God?
I'm going to say, I'm going to say the beginning of 2019. That's when I shifted like to a whole nother place in my life. Because I mean, I've always kind of been in and out. Like, I've grown up in like a Christian family where we had to go to church on Sundays and all that stuff. But like throughout life, you lose that faith because you go through things. You go through dark places and you feel like you're being punished. And, you know, I think sometimes it's the way that people teach you about God when you're younger, you know, and it's not,
Say that
you don't
twice.
get to
Say
get that
that.
full understanding. So that's why so many young kids may lose faith, you know, in God. And Sometimes you gotta just fall on your ass really hard and slip into a dark place, and then you see that power that only God is able to pull you out of that. So that happened to me. It's really nothing more, nothing less. Like, I've always knew God. He's always, it's been something that I've been around since I was a kid. But I think it just comes a time where you have to build that your own relationship, and it has to really, it's about when you're ready. You could teach somebody all day, but if they ain't ready to take the word, then
That's
it's
real.
one ear and out the other. I had to learn the hard way, kids. But hey guys, everybody up in here.
Yeah, man.
I'm in a hot seat. My seat real hot. He asked me real fucking deep questions.
That's where
Real
we at,
deep
man.
questions up in here.
When did you know you was funny?
Since I was little, honestly. I used to always do weird things as a kid. Like, like I always had to play Bernie Mac from Life when I was little. I was really good at doing that. I can't do it no more, but actually my family always thought I was funny. But as far as like social media, I think when I had my old Snapchat and people would always respond to my story.
Okay, so
And it was like, bro, you're really funny. And then like my coworkers, I would go to where I worked at a nightclub at the time. They'd be like, bro, I saw your Snapchat, you hilarious. And I'd be like, you think it's funny? And I'm very like, I'm urban, I'm black with my comedy.
Yes, you are.
So when I started seeing like other people outside of, the black culture thing, I was funny. I was like, oh my God, you, and I'm like, okay, I might have something, like, cause I can make different people laugh from, that comes from different places. And it's at the end of the day, it's like, you're just funny. So I think,
You've been to, it's just reaffirming.
Yeah.
When people say it, right?
Yeah, like people that I don't know. Cause family is like, oh, everybody family. Oh, you crazy.
Strangers.
But like the older I get, I'm like, damn, my whole family is funny. I think it's just like in us, kind of. I don't know.
Right.
It's like weird. I think everybody's like funny in their own way, though.
Yes. I mean, I would love to dibble and dabble. Is not today, but it's on my bucket list to like have a stand up. You know what I'm saying?
I think you should. I think
if
that
it's 5 minutes.
you should never put yourself in a box. Like, you don't have to just be an artist or a radio personality. I think entertainment is just, it's that. You're an entertainer, you should do everything. Like, that's why I don't like when, I struggle when people are like, oh, like, what are you? Like, okay, I'm a comedian. Or they're like, oh, you're a hip hop person. And I'm like, I'm just an entertainer. Like, whatever I feel like I want to do or create at that moment, I can do it, and I know that. Like, if I wanted to be a rapper, I could. I would just really do the homework. Like, I never pick up a talent and half-ass do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I said I want to be funny, I study comedians. I study stand-up comedies, and I've always done that when I was little. Like, when people would watch stand-up, they would be like laughing at the jokes. I would be watching the crowd and how they're able to react to the crowd and how they're able to go off topic and then come back on topic and play with the crowd. Like, I've always just watched things differently. I've always studied, the art of comedy. So I think that's why I'm great at it, because I studied greats, like, and I still do. I can watch the same stand-ups and, take different notes from it. I watch the same comedy films and I find something new to learn from.
Kings of Comedy was my favorite, still is, bro. Killed the game. Like, for real.
That is one of the
It's a milk and cookies.
No, facts. Man.
Rest in
Hands
peace,
down.
Bernie. Him downstairs.
You know what? And I had just recently, like, I think last year I just had to go rewatch all the Def Jam comedies.
Okay.
Because it's just like different when you get to see them like at the beginning stages.
Yeah.
And the greatest people were fearless. The greatest freaking comedians are fearless. And I saw that. Actually, the greatest people in anything, they're fearless.
And as good as it is on television, when you see people like live, and particularly in a smaller arena, I had the privilege, I'm going to say it's the privilege, when I lived in Dallas, before Steve Harvey was Steve Harvey, he was a broke brother who was having trouble making his rent, but he was still Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
I actually, we used to go to this club that he had, and he had D.L. Hughley, nobody ever heard of. He had Cedric the Entertainer, who nobody ever heard of, and they had himself. And them three fools would get up there, and then they would get up there like together at the end, and this place maybe sat 300 people. And I was the only one of me in there. And you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
Not one of me.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we do.
And so, these brothers would come to my house on Sunday for barbecue.
Steve Harvey?
Yes, ma'am. Now, he would play you today like he don't know you. Okay,
Of course.
and Cedric would play you because Cedric played my wife one time. Like, huh? What, baby? And he said, "Yeah, I meet so many people."
Y'all fed
and you know
them?
what she said? She didn't have no problem when you eating my barbecue, baby. But anyway, neither here nor there.
It's a fact.
But I'm gonna tell you, so when you saw them like that, and they didn't have a skit.
Yeah.
They would just start doing shit.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah.
True genius. When you see people who can just like
Improv.
at the
No, that's what it's about.
and for people and this
the
is before
cuff.
anybody knew of them. I mean, literally they had trouble making rent. I'm not.
Yeah.
This is
Early
1993.
90s. Yeah.
Yeah. And
They forgot where they came from.
and I mean, but I seen him do some shit where him and Cedric would get on this white wall. And he played the cockroach, and then they would turn the lights on and off, and how the cockroach move in your basement. You turn on the light, and he would freeze. This shit made me down there and pee myself. I ain't lying. And when you see him,
That's
I got to see. I saw Richard Pryor live. I saw Eddie Murphy live when he was on fire.
You saw everybody.
I saw him actually at FAMU. Eddie Murphy live. I mean, these dudes. When you see him like that, and you in the audience, and there's a whole bunch of people around you just losing their stuff, and especially when you around, black people, they get into it, right?
do.
It ain't like going to something where everybody's sitting there with the hands crossed going, ha, 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 ha.
That's my favorite thing
That
about
was
Def
some
Jam,
funny
though.
shit.
People used to really laugh from like a deep place.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
No, these-
at the end of the day, like you have to say this shit that people don't want to say because
For real.
like it needs to be said.
Right.
People enjoy that. It's
Yeah,
real.
totally.
But no,
and just
man.
keep it real.
Today, though, it's so much censorship.
That's why. And I be
terrible.
like, fuck it.
But when you just did you and Tay, when you was his girlfriend.
Oh, that shit was. Hey, I had to pray.
Yeah, I know you did.
I said, listen. I used to play this special character when I was little. His name was Ricardo, and I
Okay.
was like,
Shout out
told
Ricardo.
myself, I was never gonna fucking play special again.
Okay.
But you know what? That's what it's about, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Break that barrier and bring
you
it back.
got to do it. People too sensitive.
They are
Everybody
sensitive.
Cry about everything. Like, I was gonna say something, but people just too sensitive, and it's like, get over it. Like, it's life,
Yeah, we can't.
We
play
black,
that
and
game.
nobody feel bad for us. So
Say that.
Well,
Why,
I
you
think the
know-
club too, the black club experience, having been there, was an opportunity for people, especially when you go back to even before the 90s, it was an opportunity for black entertainers to let it hang out, right? Because they all are people there, so they didn't have to worry. They were going to cut off the words or go dial them out, or they could have never done that stuff, And Bernie Mac, he from Chicago, and when he started, he bombed, terrible, and that's how he came up with that. I ain't afraid of you, motherfuckers.
Hey, that's my favorite. I was just about to bring that up.
He was on stage, and people were like, not happy, and he just kind of just lost his shit and said, basically, "Fuck you! I ain't afraid of you, motherfuckers!" Right? And they just howled. And then once you get in the door,
Break that barrier.
Once you get in the house, game over, and the rest is
I'm about
all
to tell you, gonna laugh at me today. I don't care what type of music.
exactly.
Do you have a nervous system?
I do. It's like this weird thing. So like when I started like hosting events last year, I would like my body starts to like tingle, and my mind is like, you can't do this. Fuck, I'm nervous. I'm not funny. Like, it's different being funny online and then being funny in person.
Talk about it.
People understand that. That's
Please
why,
talk about
That's
that.
why people think just because you're an Instagram comedian, you could go do stand up. That is a whole different beast. And if you have not studied stand up comedy, it is different. It is not the same. You cannot cut, edit, and chop this part.
No.
You have to. It's fucking different. It is not the same. I don't care what people say. So for me, I always be like, I'm funny online. I don't know if I'm funny in person. So just being on a mic, I get this feeling. I get nervous, and then my mind is like, I'm about to walk out. I'm not finna do this. And then like I change. It's like this different energy that comes over me, and I'm not myself anymore. And I used to laugh at Beyonce, and I'm not a crazy Beyonce fan, but when she would say Sasha Fierce, right? I'm like, this is stupid. That's you, girl. I get it now.
Tapping in.
Like you go somewhere else because it's like, okay, it's like, guys, like, this is what I made you do, and you just shift, and you're not even yourself no more.
It's
like,
all
and
of it.
when you hit the stage, I don't know, like you see the crowd, but you don't see the crowd.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. Like
I know.
I don't know how to
I don't
explain
care how
it.
many people in the crowd. I still get nervous.
You get nervous, and then it's like right when you walk on that stage, it's like
a wrap.
showtime, and
It's
you
a
like,
wrap.
you're not even yourself no more. You don't even know where that nervousness went, but it's
There go
gone.
Icy Jones.
No, seriously, and you be fucking out of there, and it's
But
like,
don't you think it's hard? I'll be real curious what you say about this. So I don't do comedy but when I go up and preach in front of people, I'm on fire with that. Because I'm getting feedback. I can see what you're doing. Everybody's starting to scratch their head and look around. I'm like, oh, I better pick up my something other here, right? Because everything's just flopping.
Yeah.
When you on that thing going to Facebook going, hey, and ain't nobody in my office but me. And I'm like, hope these people are alive out there. You get, it's I find it much harder. And when we first with COVID went to the online, I'd never been online live, nothing. Nope. But I got on there and I'm telling I used to make my kids and my wife get in the thing and be like, yeah, all right, Deacon. Okay now. I said, let the spirit move you.
You need
do
that,
something.
that
wave at me or something. Jump up and down. I need some feedback, baby. I like it'd be like in the bathroom preaching to myself. I wasn't feeling it at all. It took me a while to figure out how just focus in that camera. And just look in there and let it go, right? It was not easy for me versus getting up in front of 300-400 people. I'd be like, what's happening, people?
No, that's fact. Because it's energy. The energy is not there.
Correct. So I fed off their energy, which does not exist when you're in your office by yourself.
That's why I struggle with live, because I'm like, it's just like right now it's just one person in here. Shout out to the one person that's in here, but it's like
They came in. I see them. They
talking.
talk.
I don't know. Like it's different. Like if I had a live where instantly I log in and like thousands of people join, like it's just different because. So I get what you're saying. It's just different for me.
I tell people all the time, I can't answer you because I'm preaching, but I can see in the side of my computer.
Yeah.
Hit a brother up. Give me some love. Tell me you can't hear me.
And you can go back.
Tell me something.
And you know.
I watch it. I watch my stuff over and over.
As you should.
You have a package. Talk about the Hip Hop Baloo package.
I have the hip hop package, which comes with. So basically, it is a artist music promotion. So you get the music review, you get 10 days of promotion, exposure on my website, and then I also create content to using your music, and I promote it that way as well. So I kind of combine music and comedy, which is two things that my platform is really known for, and I use that to push artists. So
and it's only $25 right now.
No, it's different now.
How much is it now? You don't
I don't want to say the price now,
Okay.
but
You don't have
it's
to.
different. It's different now.
But
it's different.
Is there still a $25 package?
No,
It's gone.
it's gone.
Oh, y'all missed it. Ooh.
That's what I be telling people. I be like, hey, when it's cheap, like, man,
Should have got me down, man.
It's gone.
This is my this is now
It's
your
gone.
job.
Now you gotta hit the DM for a dip.
What is LDC Entertainment?
So that's my entertainment company. It stands for Lucynthia Dream Company. So
Okay.
The overall goal is for me to purchase my entertainment space and then have a different way where I can employ other comedians and have like a music studio and all kind of stuff like that, and do different creations and productions. So that's what LDC Entertainment is. But
Yeah.
I'm still growing that.
And is it just you? Or you got a couple team
No,
members?
it's just me right now.
Right now.
Because I'm still working on my
Okay.
brand, and
Yeah.
then once I do that, I'll be able to fully push LDC because we know it ain't easy.
Where's the place y'all just ate at? I can't even pronounce it. You and Jackie.
Oh, Fresh Signature LV. Oh my God. that
Fresh
food-
Signature.
Fresh signature.
Fresh Signature LV. It was located in North Las Vegas.
Okay.
Literally so freaking good. Like, no, for real.
Yeah.
What kind of food?
It's like everything.
Everything. What'd you have though? What'd you taste?
It was like this mac and cheese shrimp.
Okay.
And then it was like this garlic pasta. But he has this sauce called everything sauce. And
Okay.
it like literally goes on everything.
everything.
And the sauce is like
But
everything.
it's soul food. Or
It's
everything. It's not even
like-
soul food actually, right?
No, it's
It's everything. You had Italian type
I
stuff.
think
and-
it's like a little bit of everything. But it's
Cool.
really good. Like you guys
Where's
should
it
definitely
at?
Try it. Dang, I don't remember.
Just North
Exact
Las Vegas
street,
though.
North Las Vegas.
The new North
But if
Las
you,
Vegas. Or Northtown.
Northtown.
Okay.
If you it's Fresh Signature LV, it should pop up. Like they've been here for like a year now. I'll post it on my page too. But
I had
look that up
seen the tag. I thought it
so great.
said something different. Like
He pronounces it like it's like fresh isn't spelled like the regular fresh. It's
Right.
like FRIAC.
See?
CH. Like it's like a French
Like
type
fresh.
of spelling. Yeah.
like creme fraiche.
Yeah, yeah.
Fraiche.
Yep.
See?
And then signature.
That's why I was like, what is that? I don't know.
Hey,
You know,
what?
you gotta.
No, check it
He
out.
been around the world.
Right. I ain't never been nowhere. If it don't say fresh, I know it.
I went to reading is fundamental.
I don't
baby.
even order
I went to
stuff.
reading is fundamental. I was a slow ass learner.
Free, fresh.
I was like,
signature.
ooh, I
LV.
ain't finna mess that up because what I can't do, I will mess up a name, I will mess up a business.
And what-
Looking him up.
What's his
business
name? You remember his name?
His name was Chef E Double.
Okay, dope.
Ooh, got
And
that
he's
one. Y'all make sure y'all
it's black business, right?
Black business, black
Dope.
owned.
Was it like
He's
two
actually
chefs?
really big in LA though.
Okay.
So he did an interview with Jackie LA in the streets.
Here we
Yep.
go. Fresh Signatures LV.
Yep.
He's at 2987 Las Vegas Boulevard, North Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hey,
Fresh. That's Fraiche, Las Vegas.
shout out.
bomb.
And you
really
you
good.
look like you enjoyed it.
Like that food is like really, really good.
And is it $1 sign, $2 signs, or $3 signs?
Wait,
The price.
It's like $1 sign.
$1 sign,
Probably $2 signs.
maybe $2. $1.
It's
$1
really
sign
like
and a half.
not crazy expensive.
So if you
crazy
go in there and eat and don't drink, it's $30 one
Yeah.
person.
I mean, you could probably get a drink too. He actually has this tea that he makes. Oh man.
Yeah, you tell me about the tea,
The
man.
tea is like, it's so crazy because you know how either some tea is like too sweet or it's not sweet enough. His is like literally perfect.
It's right there.
And then he adds like this raspberry vodka in there, and I'm just like, whew.
Lou, I really
Oh yeah, you got
like
some good pictures.
how you support everybody.
That's what it's about.
I know that's what it's about, but people had a little cliques and crews they support.
Oh, trust me, I know that's huge out here in Vegas. That's why I just be in my own little bubble because I don't want to be clicked up with nobody. I'm for everybody, and if I feel like there's cliques and we ain't rocking with that side, then I don't support that. I don't like that. It's bad energy because we're all here and we're all trying to make it.
Amen.
And if you can't support everybody, then I don't rock with it.
That's real.
So a lot of the times that's why people
awesome.
do not see me out because I'm like the energy, and I feel energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
and it's off a lot of the times.
So I have several scars. I see a scar right here.
Yeah.
Would you tell us about that
I got
scar?
bit on the lip by a dog.
Shut up.
Yeah.
How
Pit
old were
bull.
you?
I was like, 5, 6, something like that.
Wow. Do you
And then
remember the
I happened-
experience?
Oh yeah. He was in the backyard. He's playing fetch with a little pit bull. His name was Yayo. I think it actually made me closer to dogs. It's weird.
Really?
Dog named Yayo. That should tell you right there.
Shout out to Yayo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was hot.
You know, he's in the backyard, he's playing fetch, and then he just snapped, and then he jumped up on my face, and he was holding my lip, and I was like, and my aunt like comes outside, and she's like screaming, she's like, ah, and I'm just holding him like I'm in shock. I'm like, oh shit, it's like a pit bull on my lip, like,
Yeah.
and yeah, you know, split in half, and
Yeah.
I have another one. I fell off a bump. Like my lip got split twice, but
And that, to me, you embraced it.
yeah.
You feel me? I embrace my scars as well. It's what
Amen.
what I've been through, right? And then tattoos, right? You got the sleeve.
Yep.
Tell me the story about the sleeve.
So eventually I'm going to have the evil and good in life.
Okay.
Because I kind of connect with both sides. Not saying like I'm a dark person, but I mean, we all have a dark side to us.
It's both.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's about.
So that's the one side, and
Yeah.
the other side is gonna be your
Yeah,
good
you
side.
know, like my spiritual side, my good side, you know what I'm saying? The uplifting side that don't scare people. People are like, oh my God, you worship the devil? Like,
Oh God.
nah, like I love horror movies. Like I've always loved horror growing up. And I
That's
feel like
you.
a lot of killers are misunderstood.
That's you.
Yeah, I just like, you know.
I mean, I
it's
watch
just a dark
that.
side to people.
I watch it. I watch the murder stuff and like like people why they did it, the interviews with them people, like because they are people too. You know what I'm saying? And then
There it is.
if they live long enough to get forgiveness, then God can forgive them too.
And I believe that.
Cause bro, we talking about Paul when he was Saul was a straight murderer. Got knocked off that horse,
Hey,
went blind,
hey.
salvation came. So yeah, you know, and we learned about Paul the murderer.
Check out Deacon
Saul
Tom
the
Moore
murderer.
last week.
Tell me about it.
Paul.
So for you, what is do you have an end goal?
Nah.
Just keep going.
My overall goal, I'm gonna get my building, I'm gonna open it up, and I'm gonna use that to like change, to create so many opportunities for other entrepreneurs and creators and musical artists, but I wouldn't say that's my end goal. Like,
Okay.
I never want there to be an end goal, because if there's an end goal, then that means at some point I'm going to settle and get comfortable, and I don't want that. So,
Well, to me, the end goal just meaning in that segment, and then now I want to go into real estate or now.
oh, okay, I get
You know
what
what I
you're
mean?
saying.
But
Yeah, I mean, my overall goal for this was
that building.
to get my building space and really use that space to change lives
So,
and
Lou,
make great productions.
why brick and mortar? Why brick and mortar? Why do you want a building?
Because
Because, we in the social media age, we in the internet age.
but there's just
so-
still so much I could do instead of like, I could flip it in different sets, like how Tyler the Creator, how Tyler Perry
Perry.
has his own studio space. Like, you could do so much with just owning your own.
Yes.
And there's just so many different visions that I have for my building, and just having a creative space for people to come. And not saying like we don't have that now, because like we're in a beautiful one right now, but just having like the creator's paradise where I could come here and maybe you need to film a movie, a music video, a studio in the back. It's just like a vision that I've always had, and I just have to execute that.
That's dope.
So yeah.
Tell me, how did you come across Lucky 2 Times? Do you remember the initial come
yes.
across?
It was definitely on social media.
Okay.
I think I found him because I had discovered Joe Vaughn.
Okay.
And then found his old social media page before it had got deleted, and then his new one that he has.
Okay.
So I found him on that page, and then I saw him at the Day in Vegas in Doolittle. And it was crazy because I was already about to review, like I had his freestyle tape. I'm like, oh, he crazy, right? So I see him perform for the first time, and I was just like so intrigued by his energy. Like, he just had this confidence.
He
right?
knew.
Yeah. And so this is gonna be my first time ever speaking on a mic, right? So I'm fucking
Wow,
nervous.
you
And it's
nervous?
at Doolittle. Doolittle, hey. Our people
Hey,
that
the
be in
Sandman
Doolittle.
up in there, he gon'
Hey,
You get a
they
Coke
hooking,
bottle.
they mean mugging. I'm like, I'm nervous, bro.
Coke
like,
bottle coming my
but I'm
way.
just like,
Talk
I'm
about
watching
it.
him, and I'm watching him and his mom in the corner, and they just doing their thing. And he just walk in, and I remember he's like walking in the building, and he was walking next to Ty Herbo, and I'm like getting ready to tie my boot, and I'm with like my friend at the time. He just like does this look back, and I'm like, and it was just this weird thing. I really can't explain it, because if I try to explain, I'm gonna sound crazy.
That was your moment.
Right. So then I'm sitting there and I'm shaking boots. I'm like, I'm about to leave. I'm not about to like announce these winners, right? And something is saying, watch this kid. And I could not take my eye. He's just working the room. He's taking pictures. He's boom, 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 boom. This boy grabs that mic, walks out, and he takes the whole room. And I said, that's what you got to do. Like, if it wasn't for him being there, I would have never gotten on that mic. Like, I would have left. And I said, I'm like, how old is he? Like, what? Like, it blew my head back. Because, I mean, we've connected, like, on Instagram, but, like, never like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Like, it was just such a crazy moment. So, like, for me, that's why I just be like, damn, like.
Got it.
Yeah. You want me to?
Keep going. Tell me. And then I'll do that.
It was literally that moment. And from that day, I was like, you got me as a fan forever, I promise. Because that was a beautiful moment.
Hand me
Just
that.
watching him.
Yeah. Oh, wait, where it go? Oh, wait, no. Let me see what I do with it.
Oh,
there.
somebody sent a live request. I didn't.
You can't come in on the show, man. So I'm advised to go on break real quick, you guys. I'm about to play some music. I mean, I'm loving this conversation. How about you? You good?
I'm loving it too.
right,
I'm getting like nervous. I don't know why. I'm like, I don't know what you're about to ask me next. You get real deep up in here. Hey guys, how's it going?
All right, so right now, since I never play my music on my show, I'm gonna play the song that Lou reviewed. It's called Jesus Rose. Yeah, matter of fact,
Are you related to D Baby? Because y'all
No,
like,
I know, right?
I was like,
I know,
wait,
right?
are they? I was like, you like
Nah.
sit at the table, like they kind of look like they. Probably.
and that's why I gravitated to him, because I see myself in him a little bit. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But I met him through Lucky 2 Times. The
Yeah,
first,
they're all together.
yeah, the first time I did an interview with Lucky, he brought him in like Dirk did Vaughn. So also, what's your website? Because my video, my album review is on there. Tell me about it.
LDC Entertainment.
LDCentertainment.com. All right,
In my bio.
let's do it. Jesus Rose, let's go.
I ain't finna tell y'all how I got away with it.
Hey,
You got faith, you better have works with it. Without work, it's dead. And you can get murked with it. Fresh out the dirt with it. Head to the church with it. From the church to the turf with it. God get rid of all my critics. Enemy a footstool. And I'm in a good mood. Icy too cool. Giving them the good news. And it's all free. Put down the drink like all free. Your soul is stake. Get lost at sea. Christ's sake, give it all to me. You can be forgiven. New edition, Michael Bivins. Ayy, you might sin again, so you repent again. Ain't nobody perfect, but ride for Christ, it's worth it. Plan for Satan, so worthless. God gave you a purpose, so use it. Don't lose it, don't abuse it. Play the music, I'ma fuse it. Connect gang like a Rubik. I'm in the streets with peace. If this beef, I don't eat. I'm on a lease, unleashed. I preach, capiche. Jonez, I'ma save a soul. I'ma give and go. Tombstone Road, Christ Road, yeah, he rose. I'ma save a soul. I'ma give and go. Tombstone Road, Christ rose, Jesus rose. Jesus rose, Jesus rose, Jesus rose, Jesus rose, Jesus rose, Jesus rose. I'ma save a soul. I'ma give and go. Tombstone Road, Christ rose, yeah, he rose. You pray, don't worry. You worry, don't pray. You wanna hurry, you better stay. You know God, you on the way. On time, never late. That's my mind state. And I elevate, ease my mind, meditate. Hey, God is the one that had given the Son, and the Son, and it's Him, and it's one. Hey, I am in Him, I am His Him, I am His second to none. Hey, He breathes the breath in my lungs. Yeah, He is the bank with the funds. Yeah, I eat at the banquet, I do not mistake it. It's He that is making my brunch. Hey, I'ma save a soul. I'ma give and go. Tombstone Road, Christ Road, yeah, he rose. I'ma save a soul. I'ma give and go. Tombstone Road, Christ rose, Jesus rose. Jesus rose, Jesus rose, Jesus rose, Jesus rose, Jesus rose, Jesus rose. I'ma save a soul. I'ma give and go. Tombstone Road, Christ rose, yeah, he rose. Jesus rose, Jesus rose, Jesus rose. Save a soul. Jesus rose, Jesus rose, Jesus rose. I'ma save a soul. I'ma give and go. Tombstone Road, Christ rose, yeah, he rose.
Yeah, Jonez. Hey man, I'm an ex-dope dealer, man. I used to sell drugs. Now I'm a present hope dealer. That mean I take my merch and I sell it like it's a pack.
Get love from the plug. Can't tell you my price though. No, I ain't selling drugs. But you'll think I'm selling white though. I get it for the low, and sell it for the high. How you think the game go? Connected like Wi-Fi. Shout out to my amigo. I love my amiga. I knew I was gonna be rich ever since I was knee high. Got the gift to gab, gift to swag, got a gift to get the bag. Was dirtier than filthy rags. From rags to riches, got rich, then rich to rag. Don't trip, ain't meant to brag. Just a little motivation for the conversation. I'ma take my congregation across the whole nation. Success be the destination. No less, no hesitation. Manifestation. It's best to be patient, but work while you waiting. Don't waste the duration. Don't waste your time hating. Get up and go get it. You better come with it on God. Made some litty for the city. Can you feel me? Made a milli from a penny. Want a deal? Not really. Gotta work for myself. Got dirt in my nails. Got work on the shelf. Sell to the clientele. Made some litty for the city. Can you feel me? Made a milli from a penny. Want a deal? Not really. Gotta work for myself. Got dirt in my nails. Got work on the shelf. Sell to the clientele. Gotta hustle up. Hustle up.
Cause I'm a hustler. Gotta hustle up.
Cause I'm a hustler. I hate some litty for the city. Can you feel me? Made a milli from a penny. Want a deal? Not really. Gotta work for myself. Got dirt in my nails. Got work on the shelf. Sell to the clientele. CAMP. AMBUTGOD. CAMP. AMBUTGOD. CAMP. AMBUTGOD. CAMPBUTGOD. Vegas made, Vegas ways, Vegas paid, Vegas life, Vegas lights, Vegas days, Vegas nights, Vegas pop, Vegas slice, Vegas, say it twice, Vegas, say it twice. Maybe wrong, maybe right, two gone out of sight, out of league, under siege. DJ Khaled got the key. Vegas, baby, born and raised in Vegas, baby, found me a wife and we made us some Vegas. Baby's hustle game like in the 80s, selling out the trunk. Find me in the slums, making sums and lumps. Like my money thick, fatter than the clumps. Messing with the money, then you might get jumped.
They ain't even tryna take it there.
I just wanna make it clear, so you aware. Taking food out my kid's mouth, don't dare. I came this far, I took stairs.
And I turned down a deal in the devil's lair.
Gotta keep it real, gotta cross the bear. Making moves like Fred Astaire. And I sit in a boss chair, don't get hit in the crosshairs. And I'm lit, Ric Flair. I made some litty for the city, can you feel me? Made a milli from a penny, want a deal, not really. Gotta work for myself, got dirt and my nails, got work on the shelf, sell to the clientele. Made some litty for the city, can you feel me? Made a milli from a penny, want a deal, not really. Gotta work for myself, got dirt and my nails, got work on the shelf, sell to the clientele. Gotta hustle up, hustle up.
Cause I'm a hustler. Gotta hustle up.
Cause I'm a hustler. I made some litty for the city, can you feel me? Made a milli from a penny, want a deal, not really. Gotta work for myself, got dirt and my nails, got work on the shelf, sell to the clientele. To the clientele.
Yo, it's your boy Icy Jones. Once again on Hot Seat with Icy Jones. I'm here every Friday, 12 to 2. We won't miss a beat. You understand me? Of course, we got Deacon T in the building. You know what it is. Today, my special guest, Lucynthia.
Hey.
Hashtag hip hop with Lou. You already know what it is, man. So we're going to get back into this interview a little bit. Lou.
Yes.
Are you a baby mama?
Nope. Yeah, no, I'm if I do date, it just
Yeah.
for the game.
Yeah.
And, yeah. A long time.
Like through a dark place. It was due to a bad breakup, bad relationship.
Oh no.
Good.
I mean something. Yeah, no. That was more like just personal life reasons. But I think the last person that I did talk to, something did happen that kind of made me just reconnect with myself as a woman.
Yeah.
And really just deal with my insecurities of feeling like I need to use sex or men to value myself.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just kind of like, I mean, that played a part in it too, but I wouldn't say it sent me like down a deep path. I just think that it just really helped me see myself as a woman, like my worth.
Right.
Because I was like, okay, this will never happen again. And yeah.
Talk to the women. What is a woman's worth?
I think women, we are so powerful. We are more powerful than we are even aware of sometimes. We have a strength that is so underrated in society. And we have to stop putting the love of ourselves in the hands of others. And I think that's what we do a lot. You know, we don't value ourselves usually until a man tells us we are a valuable piece of, you know, ass or whatever. So we just have to stop doing that, you know, because at the end of the day, like you hear it for so many years, like self-love is important, right? We hear all these things for so many years, but it doesn't really hit in life. You know, you hear all these sayings, you're like, I never knew what that meant. Like, you know, it's so easy. Oh, self-love is this, but like that is literally like so important, especially as a woman, and all these things when people would tell you, like, if you don't love yourself, no man will. Like you literally have to show people like this is the worth that I have and this is what I give myself and this is how I treat myself. So you are expected to do the same, if not more. And if it's halfway done, as women, sometimes we look past that. Not just women, I think people in general, like love can make you look past that. But it's just like, you gotta love yourself. As easy as that sounds, like you have to, you know, especially, you know, being a brown skinned girl, it wasn't easy, you know, not to bring it back to like the color of your skin or anything, but it's not, you know. Like sometimes you get seen after all the mixed girls or whatever. Society has all these different, you know, ideas of what beauty is. So you struggle with that. And, you know, I just think it's important to like tell little girls, to tell any woman, like, you got to love yourself first.
Yes.
You have to. You can't find love for yourself within other people.
You were raised by a woman.
Yes, I was raised by women. My mom and my aunt.
And your aunt.
Yeah, I really, majority women have raised me in.
What is that? The aunt that got you in the backyard, that came running out in the backyard? Yeah. So what is something that they or moms like taught you and embedded in you that sticks with you today?
Just really being a strong woman.
Strong woman.
And a lot of things that I took seeing growing up is how men would treat the women that raised me.
Okay.
And I took that as no man will ever treat me like that. And so I think that's kind of where I developed this, masculine thing. Like, okay, no man will ever do this and do that. And, sometimes I have to balance that and fix that too. But yeah, at the end of the day, it was just like being a strong woman. Like, life got hard. Like, my aunt, she was 13 and she had to raise like my mom and her brothers and sisters. And like, at one point we all lived in the house together. Like, we would just be right on the west side somewhere, and she would be going to work. Like, she feeding all of us. We don't know how. She never complained. Like, I thought she had all the money in the world. I didn't care about like, you don't know, like, oh, we don't have no food. You think it's normal. You think everybody don't have no food after the first of the month. You're like, y'all keep food in your house all month. Like, you think that stuff is normal. But I never seen her complain. I never seen her cry. And if she did, like, now that I'm older, like, we talk about things, I'm like, damn, I never saw that.
Yeah.
She took on her kids, helped my mom with her kids. Like, and, one thing I learned from my mom, we haven't always had the best relationship, but she has a good heart. My mom has always been one of those people who her heart was so good. People just always took advantage of her. And that's one thing I took. Like, no matter what life puts you through, you always be good to people. No matter how fucked up other people are, you never let that change you. And that's one thing I learned from my mom is always have a good heart. She never did anything bad to people. She was just her,
That's the strong arm emoji right there. Strong arm emoji. Man, I appreciate you so much for stopping through.
Aw, thanks for having me.
Tell me where to follow you at.
At Lucynthia ENT, LucyNThiaENT on Instagram. Hip Hop with Lou on YouTube.
Yes.
And you can add me on Facebook.
What happened to Snapchat? You never told me what happened to it.
I don't like Snap. I don't know. I be going.
You was on it. It was cracking. What you do?
No, this was my old Snapchat. Like, this was I don't know. I don't know. Like, sometimes too much social media for me becomes overwhelming. And so sometimes I do have to like cut off some. I'd be like, Snapchat was really like, okay, I don't really care to keep up with everybody's life with Snapchat right now.
Yeah.
Now I just put it all into like Instagram or something like that. I don't know. I'm just weird. I can't have too much social media.
Estimate. 2 years, right? You say 2-3 years, 2.5 years.
Yeah.
How much have you invested? Estimate.
Ooh, man, a lot.
They gotta know because people think it just come easy, or they think
I don't. Really,
it's just an estimate.
I know it's been more than $4,000 I've invested in myself because I literally have an entire room in my house with production equipment.
Correct.
So yeah.
Because as I see, I know you at home, or but you got the big old banner. Hip Hop with Lou.
My banner. I got like 4 cameras. I got lights. I have mics. I have props that I use. I have backdrops. I have a
laptop with editing software.
Laptop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is a lot. Like, that's why when people, they think what we do is easy. And it's like, no, you don't. Like, you have to invest in yourself because nothing is handed to you. Like, I invest in myself with no hesitation. So when people are hesitant to invest in themselves, I'd be confused. Like, so you don't want it bad enough? Because sometimes I sacrifice. Like, I would like to go shopping sometimes, but if I know I need new equipment to film with, I'm going to put my money there. And I put my money into, promotion, marketing, ads, and all that stuff. Like, that's where I would rather my money be right now.
Yeah. And I want people, I got a question. So let's say, because I got 2 hours, right? And I want to do a top 10 playlist, right? We got a lot of listeners, right? We got my own viewers. We got the station viewers. We got some things going on. Do you think $50 is too much for that slot to be played all month?
Nope.
No.
Not at all.
Right. I didn't think so. It was 100, but I brought it down to 50, right?
See, and that's one thing that I do too, which is my problem, is we try to base our pricing off what others can afford.
Yes.
Right? But we have to start looking at the overall value of what we do. What you do is a lot. You get what I'm saying? So, although it may be, oh my God, it's $50 to them, they don't know you don't put way more than $50 into this.
Absolutely.
And if people are coming to you and seeking a service, you know what I'm saying, and it's exposure to their music and their brand, $50 is really nothing.
Right.
compared to what you are going to spend when you want to make it big. Like, you're not going to make it big if you don't want to spend $50. I'm going to tell you that right now. Whether it's $20 or $50, you talking about you want to be famous, you want to be this. If you don't want to spend 50, you're not going nowhere.
Say that. And that's why I instantly shot the 25. You feel me? When I seen it, I'm like, I need a review from Lou. Hold on.
I told people, I said, when it's 25, y'all better get it. Because then I'm like, we sell ourselves short when we do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to really sit and evaluate what you do and how this is going to benefit you. And not just you, actually other people.
Yeah, people in general, yeah.
Because it's your energy that goes into it, not something that's priceless. And it's like, we can't just be like, oh, well, can you afford this? Because whether you make it $10 or $50, people still going to find a way to be like, oh, $10,
yeah,
$50. Like, whatever you feel like that price should be, make it that. And this is me talking to myself too, because I constantly, I'm going up and down, and I'm like, and you get frustrated at the end of the day, because it's like you start doing, you start, I don't know, it's like you selling yourself short.
Yeah.
Because you don't make a profit. And at the end of the day, like, this is what we do. Like, this is work for us.
Yeah. Absolutely.
When people, they clock in and clock out, you expect to be paid for what you just did. Like,
you're a professional at what you do, though. So am I. You feel me? Like, your reviews are not just some passive reviews. You give us that energy, and I can use that clip. I can share that clip because you gave me a great review.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to go longer than that. Like, you know, I don't want to just give people, like, I'm going to sit here and take your, like, even when people buy promos, like, I don't even, like, if you're not even all the way ready, like, I don't do anything just strictly for money. You know what I'm saying? Like, my heart is good. You know what I'm saying? So even if you can, I don't work with people, I'm like, all right, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to still do this for you because I believe in you. And, you know, I always do that for people. But at the same time, it's like, when you continue to do this, you're left with nothing. Like, IC's left with nothing. Yeah. And you've given everything you had to everybody else. And sometimes people don't even appreciate that. Yeah. So then it gets to that point where, okay, it has to be business. That's how you protect yourself and your spirit and your mental, because it's draining. Yeah. If you try to do everything and be overly nice, people gonna want more and more and more and more and do it again. And it's like, I promise you, if you pay me, I'm gonna put everything I have into it. Times 10. You know, it's just a different energy. I'm going to make sure I give you your money's worth. I'm not going to be, you know, one of these sites that, oh, I'm going to just repost you and do this. Like, when people pay me, I go through all your music. Right. I listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I go through your page. I'm studying it. That's how I'm coming up with ideas. I can't create to your music if I'm not listening to it. Right.
How many times do you listen to a song before you publicly review it? Maybe. Well, there are some songs I've already, like, been playing, so I knew. But if it's a new song, probably like two or three times. 2 or 3 times. And then you're ready to hit the camera and talk about it. Okay. Because I wanted you to do a review today. No, I'm just playing. You want it on the spot? Let's do it. No. So look, I want y'all to go follow her. I'm such a fan and a friend, I would like to say. Please, like, shout her out. Put her in your stories. All you blue checks following her, y'all need to run it up.
Yeah, let them know. Dang,
run it up.
Dang.
All them blue checks.
Let me capitalize off y'all blue check so I get my own blue check.
That's the Lou right there. There she go.
Let me just hold your blue check real quick. I'm not no clout chaser, but my followers need the clout behind me so they can fuck with it. It's just the game we play. I ain't complaining, but it's just what we signed up for, so shit.
That's it right there. See, I like when she humble, right? But she can come out that. Y'all gonna see it. She got that energy. I tell you. So with that being said, man, go follow her and all you blue checks that's gonna rewatch this interview. If you're not watching it now, if she reposted, I need y'all to do that, man. Share her. Because we trying to put Lou up there and Lou trying to put me up there and we trying to put Code 7 up there and Jackie and Tay and we trying to get up there and it's just it's Las Vegas, man. Baby. It's where we at. And she born and raised here.
It's my home.
You feel me? I'm born and raised here. Skinny. We are here. This is ours for the taking and for the keeping. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm glad you kind of broke down your vision, you know. She want to get a building and she want to support all those who are in entertainment and running it up. You know what I mean? And different things like that. And that's why we talk about the package because, you know, she going to push y'all out there and she going to put her all into it as a paid service. Yeah. You feel me? The actual website, I'm on there. You feel me? Like, and so are other people.
A lot of people be on there. That's why, if y'all just click the link, people always be like, dang, can you repost this? I'm like, bro, you on my website, but people ask you for stuff, they don't even be subscribed. Half the people ask me for reviews, they don't even know. They just saw a friend get it. And that's why I be like, Nah, see, y'all think I'm boo-boo the fool. Like, nah, like, they don't even be subscribed. Oh, what's your channel? But you want a review? That don't make sense to me.
Yeah. And that's what we're going to do, man. We're going to make sure y'all follow Hip Hop with Lou. Y'all going to subscribe to that on YouTube. Y'all going to watch them reviews. Man, I done watched so many reviews, man. It's just crazy. Like, but it's love because she give love. Do you even do bad reviews?
I do not.
You don't?
I make sure I don't. People ask me, if I did bad reviews, I would literally be viral, I'm sure, because people like negative energy for some reason.
They do.
I refuse to be that type of media person. I will never do that.
Wow.
I'm not doing it because it's not my place. Just because the song is bad, maybe it's just not for me. Somebody else might like it, and it's not my place to tear your dream down. That's not what I've been put here for. I've been put here to inspire and to uplift, so I'm walking in that.
Listen, I know I'm here to encourage, uplift, and inspire others to be great.
Yeah, that's what our energy is used for.
Give me some on that, man.
I ain't supposed to do bad reviews. Y'all could go somewhere else. I ain't doing it. Call me too nice or whatever. I ain't doing it.
Shout out Skinny, because he don't do the battles. You know what I mean? Like, he not perpetuating the battle. You know what I mean? Like, when he know how some of these people are. He gonna perpetuate.
Hey, shout out to Skinny, because they be on his head. I'm like, y'all better leave Skinny alone, because he give love to everybody. But they get mad at him. I'm like,
we did the panel.
They was mad at him.
But what made you do the panel? We almost out of here, but what made you do the panel?
Because it was it was dope. It was for the city.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you?
Yes.
It was simple. It was nothing to even think twice about. Like, why wouldn't I? We get to talk about, Vegas artists?
Yes.
Nobody else is going to do it, so why would I say no?
Righteous.
We all love music, right?
Yes.
So why wouldn't I do it?
Absolutely.
That's why I did it.
And then you stuck up for the young ones.
Yep. That's real. I wanted to do that because nobody talks about them, really.
Yeah.
They get so slept on because we keep talking about the same people.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. We know they're great, but when do we pass the torch? Like, they're the future. You hear that all the time.
Yeah.
And you don't get it until you get older. You're like, we got to support these young people. Yeah. And by us doing that, like, it keeps them off these streets and all of that stuff, because they need to hear somebody tell them, I believe in you and I support you. Maybe they're not getting it at home. We all know like how fucked up you could be with you when you don't have love and support. That's why so many of us went down the wrong path, because it wasn't enough love there. Yeah. That's what it's all about. If you don't got love, then you going to go off the wrong path. Like, that's why people join gangs, because it's the lack of love.
You ever thought about doing mentorship? Young girls?
I actually have.
Okay.
But I guess I just never executed the vision, but I have.
You have?
Maybe I will.
How'd that make you feel? Like,
it makes me feel great. Actually, I thought I wanted to be like a probation officer for juveniles, because like I saw so many of my cousins like in and out of the streets. So I was like, I really want to work with kids and like save them from the streets. Yeah. But yeah, life had other plans for me.
But it's coming back around. You feel me? You got a lot of good things to say and for people. So you know what I mean? That's just real. Like, even just today when you talking about the women and how they should have their self-worth and value themselves. And hey, if you're not gonna value me like more than me, or you know what I mean? So that's a gem right there. You feel me? So I'm appreciative, man. Look, we're gonna get into Deacon T's hot topic real quick, and then I still got about good 30 minutes left. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into my music after Deacon T. So Deacon T, man, we got the hot topic. What's popping today, man?
You know what? This is what's popping for me right now. February, as we all know, is Black History Month.
Yes, sir.
And I got two little parts to the hot topic today.
Okay.
The first part is for all of us to realize that Black history is not in the rearview mirror, but it's in the faces of today. We are making history. Every single day, everything that we do, each of us in our own little way, whatever it is we're doing, there's so much that needs to get made right. I just talk about this country, because in the world too, but I'm just talking about human dignity, human rights, you can call them civil rights, but there's disparity that takes place. Anybody that doesn't think that, I pray for you, because you must be somebody who's off in the cocoon somewhere. But I was moved, and I'll make this super short. The day I met my father-in-law, I walked into his house, and he's he passed away now, but he was a black dude, minister, and he was heavily involved in the civil rights movement. And I'll tell you how I define heavily involved. My wife tells the story how she came down one Saturday from her room, and Martin Luther King was eating lunch in her kitchen with her father.
Yes.
Okay. Now, at the time, she was like, "Hi, nice to meet you." Today she'd be peeing on herself and wouldn't leave the kitchen. Right. But she didn't get it. She was in like the 8th or 9th grade or something, right?
That's crazy.
With her little afro. I love you, baby. But as I walked into his home for the first time, not unaware he was black and that I wasn't, as I walked up, and you go up a couple steps and turn, there's a giant poster there of Tommy Smith, John Carlos, and the dude from Australia, all raising their fists at the 1968 Olympics. And people don't talk about these guys as civil rights leaders. And the reason I'm bringing this up is my father-in-law passed away, and his wife passed away very recently. And so my wife wants to get this picture that he had because he was super proud of it.
Yeah.
And I think about these guys that people don't think of as civil rights leaders. Tommy Smith and John Carlos, both black. In 1968, they ran the Olympics, 200 meters in Mexico City, and Smith won, and Carlos took third, and this white dude named Norman took second from Australia. And they were really, really moved by injustices that were going on in 68, King had been shot, Kennedy had been shot, so forth. So that's why they wanted to have this movement. And lots of people don't realize that, and I'm gonna hip some people to this. If you get that picture and you blow it up and you look at it, I'm gonna start at the bottom and work up. A lot of people know about them raising their fist. You will notice they have no shoes on. They have no shoes on to reflect the poverty and the disparity of poverty in completely disproportionate amongst people of color. If you keep going up, you will notice that Carlos had on a black scarf to talk about black pride and his feeling for people who had struggled. He also had on a beaded necklace, and the beads represented people who had been lynched and hung for whom there was no reparation or made right. He left his jacket unzipped so that you could see the collar of his shirt as a push out to blue collar workers who were struggling just to make a day's wage. And if you really look close, you will notice that Carlos and Smith had both intended to raise their fist, but Carlos forgot his gloves. So when they got there, Tommy Smith had his gloves. So they split them up. So if you notice, one of them has a right hand raised and the other has a left hand raised. Norman, the guy from Australia, who really didn't like Australia at the time, had a pro-white policy, believe it or not. And so they gave whites preference for immigration, for getting visas, so forth and so on, plus what they did to the Aboriginal people. He has a big patch sewn on his jacket, and it's about the Olympic Committee for Human Rights and what have you. The reason I'm telling this story is because those guys, because of their stand, is way before Colin Kaepernick took a knee. But Colin Kaepernick got signed up by Nike, right? Right. These brothers got banned from everything. They got they got no Wheaties. They got no boxes. They got no endorsements. They didn't get jack diddly. What they got was jammed up, badly jammed up. And even Norman went back to Australia. He had the fastest times in Australia the following two Olympics, and they refused to put him on the team because of his stand. So these three guys paid an unbelievable price, not just in money. They could, back then they couldn't go talk and everything. And the Olympic Committee guy, whose name is escaping me, but he'd been around forever, good old boy. They made those guys leave the Olympic Committee, Olympic Village immediately, and were banned.
Yep.
We don't even know about people like this. I mean, we know, but we don't. We all know about Ralph Abernathy, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks. I mean, we can recite them left and right, right?
Yeah.
There are so many people, brothers and women.
That's why we don't just need a month.
Who? Hello. I'm getting to that. You know, you're stealing
I'm
my
sorry.
stuff.
I'm sorry.
You're stealing my shit.
I'm sorry.
Somebody out there send the usher in. Deacons. But there's so many people, and I think about this. People we never even heard of. I don't mean Olympic guys.
Yeah.
No, that's
Who
true.
paid a price. This is what I try to reinforce to my children. And I hate to say this, we are a very black-centric family. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. Ain't no way. You should know more than this. I talk about this stuff all the time at our house.
So many distractions.
And I said, but there's so many people out here, living and dead, who paid such a price
Facts.
that we don't know about. And so I want everybody in this month to celebrate the unknown. You know how we have the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier? I'm talking about the unknown people who were helping the cause.
Bro.
I love that.
People who got spit on, got bit by dogs,
Hey.
got treated like.
Rest in love to Cicely Tyson. Just
Amen.
passed away.
There's another one.
96 years.
And guess what? Couldn't get the right kind of gigs, even though she had the talent.
Yep.
It was on the, so forth and
She
so on.
paid the price and paved the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello. To my brother, my friend, my true brother, Smokey Robinson.
Smokey.
You out there? Another one. Go in through the back door. All that. So people that you don't even think about what they went through. And even though it ain't right today yet, it's better than that.
Yeah.
At least now, the racism is more politically correct, which I'm not sure if I like more or less.
Right.
But we have made some progress.
Gives you a little bit more hope.
Yeah,
You know,
we have
as a
made
black
some
person.
progress, right?
No, for real.
But I want this month to be more than a month where people just talk about like 7 or 8 very prominent people.
Normal.
Right?
Yeah.
The
My mom
regulars.
just told my daughter that because my daughter said, we're doing the same stuff and I want to do something different. So I want to find someone else. And my daughter's 12. She knows from the kindergarten to now she's in the 6th grade. They've been talking about the same people.
Yeah.
And she knows.
Literally.
Hey, we
from
got that
home,
down
there's
pat.
way more
and
people.
taking nothing away from
nothing
her.
away from
No.
her.
But you know what? I got the Martin Luther King story. Check this out. How about if we talk about the people in Tulsa that all got killed? Which everybody knows about, but we don't really talk about, and the size of that. Hundreds of people mowed down because a black guy was accused wrongly, by the way, to make it even crazier, of messing with some white chick.
They bombed the whole thing.
Okay, that's part one. So I'm urging you, if you're listening today, I'm talking about people. I ain't talking about black people. I'm talking about all of us. We all in this together.
Facts.
Okay? And until we can figure out we in this together, and the together and only together can problems be resolved.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
White people got to not be afraid to talk about racial injustice.
Yeah.
You know what? I used to be. I was never quiet, but I used to be sensitive to it. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't care if you white, black, Asian, Hispanic, Native American. I don't care what you are. Wrong is wrong. I'm gonna talk about it. Mm-hmm. It ain't right, and I think I have a right to do that because I'm part of the solution, just like everybody else is.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I'm challenging everybody, and I keep saying this. I want you to get mad. Not get violent.
Yeah.
Get mad.
Yeah.
Number 2, there is so much that needs to be done that at times I think it's overwhelming to people. Mm-hmm. You know, you're sitting there going, I'm just Deacon T. It's all in the news, though. What could I possibly do? Mm-hmm. To quote Michael Jackson, it's the man in the mirror. Mm-hmm. It has got to start at home with you. Mm-hmm. With you. You know what? It's got to start. Again, see, a lot of people say, you can't talk about that. I talk about it anyway. Right within the black community. Okay? We need to love each other. I don't care how light you are. Help me, somebody. Yellow, red bone,
Right.
dark, blue, black, all that crazy
many
stuff.
shades of brown.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guess what? I always tell people I laughed. I always laugh. I said, all these people talk about, well, everybody get mad at me. You can go ahead and get mad at me. Everybody talk about Kamala Harris. Now, is she a black Asian American? Take a vice president hat off, go to the store, and act like you looking at something. She be black in a minute, baby.
She's black.
Asian
That's
don't
it.
matter
Ain't not,
They ain't come
that
up going,
Asian gone.
excuse
We
me.
don't care about none of that.
Asian to fly.
You black, baby.
Right. That's my point. You are making my point.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly right. So people say, what are you? Unfortunately, in life, you are what they see you as.
Mm-hmm.
We got to change all that. And it starts with me and my view of IC. I don't care that IC black or green or what. He's just a good brother. He's a good dude. I like him. End of story. It don't make no difference.
Yeah.
What is it? We need to learn as people that the beauty of this life is in the differences in the people. I hate it. I truly am uncomfortable when I'm around any homogenous group of people. I don't want to be sitting in my living room with 10 60-year-old white dudes chopping it up. Because guess what? And y'all know this is true, because if it was 10 40-year-old black women, we all, whatever the group is, say goofy, not healthy, stupid shit.
Yeah.
We just do. Because guess what? We really comfortable
Yes.
to a fault.
Yes.
To a fault. When there's women sitting there, I bet you we ain't saying certain things. We ain't, using the C word and whatever it is we saying, right? I bet you if there's young children there, we're watching certain things we say. When there's old people, and I mean old as in you respect them old, we act differently.
Absolutely.
We have certain levels of. So when we got this group, that's why I try so hard to try to find as many people as I can who ain't like me, who didn't grow up like me. Because guess what? They educate my dumb ass, and they will educate you.
Yep.
And in that education is where you lose ignorance. So not only are you smarter, but you're wiser.
Yeah.
And in that, you lose ignorance.
Yeah.
Racism comes from ignorance. Racism comes from lack of understanding. Racism comes from lack of empathy. And in some cases, a lack of sympathy. So I'm challenging everybody. It's got to start somewhere. February starts Black History Month. I don't understand why we have Black History Month. I know why we have it. It's because we never taught Black history at all. So in order to shut a bunch of people up, they threw us a month.
Gave them a month.
Okay?
Yeah.
Instead of making it our history.
Period.
Right.
Period. And it's 12 months a year, and the history is truly functionally integrated at 100%, then we wouldn't need to have that kind of stuff.
Right.
You notice they don't have Irish History Month, even though 10% of the people of the country are identified as Irish. And if you put in English and basically white Europeans, it's actually more people than black people. But we don't have a month. No, because you got 11 months, man.
Right.
Right. That's the problem. Right. Y'all feel me now, right?
You only get one.
But-
and they got to give us that. What?
Yeah, exactly. But to close this up, and then I get out. I want to challenge everybody who's listening. Find yourself people that don't look like you. Get in that mirror and just be honest with yourself. It's not a bad thing. We all have biases. We all have prejudices. We all do, of one type or another. Identify them. Think about how you got them. Think about why you hold them. I'm just going to be funny. How come when you're driving and you see a guy in front of you weaving and can't drive and all crazy, you go, they must be Asians. You don't have to admit it. We say it all the time in the car. My wife be like, that must be Asian driving over there, right? Why is that? She don't really mean nothing by it. Her aunt is, you met her, she's Korean. She loves Asians. It's all that kind of rhetoric
Conditioning.
we need to get rid of. So my thing to you is, and this is really, I believe it couldn't be more Christian. Look inside and then look outside, because your help cometh from outside. My help comes from IC, figuring out what young brothers are going through today.
Right.
My help comes from Lucynthia, talking about what 29-year-old black females are going through today. My help comes from my black children who are going through all kind of different stuff, who are 18, 25, and 31 respectively.
My help come from a 66-year-old white man.
My brother.
my guy,
it's all these perspectives.
Absolutely.
And that's all I'm trying to say. And I hope somebody out there just heard that, because I'm as guilty as anybody. Hey, I'm here, guilty, charged, convicted. But I'm really trying to do something about that.
I need y'all to check out Deacon T on Sunday. He got that Modern Word Ministry for you right here, 10 a.m., Room Service Radio. You already know what it is, man. I want to give, of course, my shout out to Maximum Security and Investigations, also known as MSI. It's a black-owned Las Vegas homegrown security guard service company with competitive pricing. MSI provides all type of security services, unarmed and armed guards, executive protection, aka bodyguard service, armed courtesy patrols. These services include 24-hour live dispatcher and daily activity reports. The owners will provide and deliver exceptional services with their combined 30 years in experience. The motto is maximizing Nevada's strength. You can contact them by email at dispatch.maximum@icloud.com. Also, the phone number is 702-485-2003. That's 702-485-2003. The website is msi.vegas. And of course, the address, 2755 East Desert Inn Road, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. That is Maximum Security Investigations, also known as MSI Security. You heard? Shout out to my brother Mike Chambers, man.
Hey, Mike.
Black-owned business, man. That dude came from nothing to something, and I'm loving it. You feel me? So anyway, make sure y'all support these businesses. You already know what it is, man. Hot Seat with Icy Jones. Right here every Friday, 12 to 2. Amazing things happen. And if you want to get on that playlist we was talking about, make sure you email me, hotseatwithicyjones@gmail.com. You can follow me on social media, Hot Seat with Icy Jones. Real easy to remember. All right. And also, man, you want to interview, let me know what's happening. I do need your EPK. You got to have a digital press kit or electronic press kit, or you got to give me something to know you, to interview you by.
What's that?
we ain't doing cartoon drawings for you.
What's that? And if you don't have it, I can create it for you. You know what I'm saying? It's a service that we do provide. We do provide websites and all that stuff. But I do need to know who you are for me to do a full interview like I do. You feel me? Otherwise, what we doing? I could just play your music until you get enough information for me to know about you. But anyway, I'm accepting, man. I love all my people, entrepreneurs, musicians, authors, poets, pastors, community leaders, man. I interview them all. You feel me? So I'm thankful for what God has given me, and just the gift to be inquisitive.
Keep going. Congratulations on your new space.
Hey, thank you.
See you.
We here, man. This room service in the building, man. We got it popping, man. They accepted me with open arms. I'm very thankful for Love and K-Fly, man. Triv back there doing his thing. You already know. So, yeah, man, it's a new home, and I'm digging it. So, before we head out, do you have anything else to say for us, Luke?
No, God, after, that amazing message there, I don't want to ruin a moment. Just thank you guys for having me. It's been great, man.
Absolutely. I need y'all to run that back. This interview was pretty dope. She had some nice gems. I asked her certain questions to just, garner an answer, and she gave those great answers that was needed. The skits.
Yeah. Skits.
Keep going.
Thank you.
Keep bringing them.
Thanks.
It's so many. You got so many characters. It's crazy.
How do they get a hold of you again, Lucynthia?
Lucynthia ENT on Instagram.
Absolutely. And Hip Hop with Lou.
Follow me, Hip Hop with Lou on YouTube.
Subscribe.
If y'all want to subscribe, that's cool. I would really appreciate it.
Y'all want to subscribe.
Yeah, just watch it. I appreciate it. Watch it. I'm a little crazy, but
I'm doing it right now.
Oh,
hey, she dope with it, man. So I'm just gonna play my music for the last 9 minutes, and I want y'all to enjoy it. Please go to my site, campbutgod.com, to get everything and all things Icy Jones. I usually don't do this, but today I'm gonna make an exception. You probably won't hear me play my music on this show for a long time, because it's not about me, it's about y'all. All right?
I was just gonna ask why not, but okay.
Yeah, okay. Let's go. I mean, y'all go check me out, man. This is what we do. All right, let's go. Product of a Man. Let's go.
God got my From zero to infinity, God always a remedy. Yeah, I got trials, but God always defending me. Y'all always offending me, so yeah, I get defended. Marathon so long, learn not to get winded. Got shots, better send it. Full armor of God in my shield ain't bending. Tell them demons stop it, end it. It was finished, Christ ascended. Last verse when it's finished, got praise in my mouth like a high price. Then it's serve Christ, no doubt. Now that's a life sentence. Check verses in my lyrics, check flesh in my spirit. Don't have to say your words, spirit loud, you can hear it. God, man, why they fear it? Switching their appearance. Demons clear the room when your highness make an entrance. He invested me with interest. Eminence is endless. I be in these streets all about my father's business. I be in these streets all about my father's business. Jonez. Whatever I think I can place in my hands, tangible, the manual, the product of a man. If he thinking so was he was in his heart, he will speak. I'm just trying to teach a man to be a man so he can lead.
Whatever I think I can place in my hand, tangible, the manual, the product of a man. If he thinking so was he was in his heart, so he will speak. I'm just trying to teach a man to be a man so he can lead.
Imagine it, be fascinating. Am I a different breed? If I don't pray like every day, it's hard for me to breathe. When the world is a boxing ring, you learn about it. I'm more focused on your soul than if you sold a pound of weed. Would you believe? And would you bleed for that belief? Don't pledge allegiance to the streets. Closed case, let that be brief. I know some bros who lost their soul, they gone, they now deceased. If you ain't gon' follow Christ, then follow me. While I follow Christ. I mean, at least if you don't take a stand, they won't take one either. If you don't
Be a man, you won't raise one either.
this for my people, this for my people, this for my living in evil, scared living in evil. This for my people, this for my people. Mount up, spread wings like eagles. Whatever I think I can place in my hand, tangible, the manual, the product of a man. If he thinking so was he was in his heart, he will speak. I'm just trying to teach a man to be a man so he can lead.
Whatever I think I can place in my hand, tangible, the manual, the product of a man. If he thinking so was he was in his heart, he will speak. I'm just trying to teach a man to be a man so he can live. At ease, soldier. You ain't gotta fear me, fear God. See, whatever you think, you can place it in your hand, tangible, the manual, product of a man. If he thinking, so is he. What's in his heart will speak. See, I'm just trying to teach a man to be a man, so he can lead. Wise words from a wise man, a God man, a God-fearing man,
Jonez. I'm breaking it down, cause I got a soul.
You got a soul?
I'm making my rounds, cause I gotta go.
You gotta go?
With my heart on my sleeve,
Heart in your sleeve,
heart full of gold.
gold.
I'm finna start being something I ain't never been. Riding in the Benz as a foreign European. It's better than being on a bunk in a pen. Riding with the lines or we chillin' in the den. Christ crucified, putting nails to his skin. Here we go again with the gospel of truth. Rally the troops on the ground, we need boot. We need more look like me than them guys in them suits. Don't know you, they gon' shoot. So you duck and you hide behind the lies you spew. And I dispute everything that you bring to the table. I'm willing and able to make it go mute. Whistle blow like a flute, and I'm all by my loot. Have them dazed and confused, scratching their head. They wondering all about icy, don't like me like shit.
Better days are coming, I need you to understand. While I'm going through the fire, I stay cooler than a fan. I stay in God's hands, I know God's got a plan. Stay in God's hands, I know God's got a plan.
I should've been dead, but yet I'm alive. Yeah, I was led, God by my side. I should've been dead, but yet I'm alive. Yeah, I was led, had God by my side. Ain't no half stepping, half repping, in or out. When in doubt, take the route that's righteous, made in his likeness. I might just do what he do. African American serving a Hebrew. In my jeans, Evisu. I resist the evil. One life, ain't no redo. No need to speed through. got a need for speed. Who? This ain't a game, lamb slain, live as Christ, die as gain, lamb's book of life, see my name. Ain't no shame in my pain, no pain, no gain, my praise, God aim straight to the heavens. Call me rapping, and my Bible is a weapon, slicing through misconception, how the number 45, catch the Rona infection. Stay awake, watch the fake and the snakes and how they hate. They'll kill you when your city move out of state. People act gritty, always got their eyes on your plate. So I stay on the swivel, stay sharp as a pencil, don't give up no info when life is so great. Better days are coming, I need you to understand. While I'm going through the fire, I stay cooler than a fan. I stay in God's hands, I know God's got a plan. Stay in God's hands, I know God's got a plan. I should have been dead, but yet I'm alive. Yeah, I was led, God by my side. I should have been dead, but yet I'm alive. Yeah, I was led, had God by my side. Jonez. GSF. Yeah.
The beat plug.
I pray, Lord, make a way. I pray, Lord, take my sins away. I pray you make my enemies cease. I pray for peace. I get that hopping, blocking that devil like I'm Dennis Rodman. Yeah, I'm a rebel and I keep it mobbing. Got me a shovel, make me dig a coffin. Throw all them negative words in the hearse. Speaking my name and kicking up dirt. I feel the pain, I feel the hurt. Scars on my heart, making the hold up. Ay, I get it popping, blocking the devil like I'm Dennis Rodman. Yeah, I'm a rebel and I keep it mobbing. Got me a shovel, make me dig a coffin. Throw all them negative words in the hearse. Speaking my name and kicking the dirt. I feel the pain, I feel the hurt. Scars on my heart, making it worse. Wounded by the ones that love me, or at least they say they do. They don't really know what love is. They really don't have a clue. Tell me, why do you judge me? I serve the same God as you. Pray for your brother, yeah, pray for your brother. I make mistakes too. I pray, Lord, make a way. I pray, Lord, take my sins away. I pray you make my enemies cease. I pray for peace. I pray.